Paul Bunyan's axe stands tall as the prize for the game we have today. A battle that puts the spotlight on these two great institutions as we wait to see who will walk out with a sharp piece of hardware. He'll start the return inside his 5. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. So Wisconsin's offense will go to work first. A lot of tight finishes when the Gophers and the Badgers battle for the Axe. Minnesota taking a tight one last time out.
And I promise you, Wisconsin's heard about that all year long. Minnesota getting the Axe a year ago. You see the film, you see the highlights of it, Palmer, and you want to change that starting today.
Yeah, and I think Minnesota's expecting Wisconsin's biggest punch and their best punch in this game. You're going to get it anyway because this is the biggest rivalry game they play all year, but because of how last year finished, and winning that game so close, they knew Wisconsin was going to come out firing in this game.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Joseph, here comes the heat. He's got him in the flat. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
And that's a really good job by the defense understanding leverage. I can't let that fast sucker get outside of me towards the sidelines. Nice job expanding with him and then going and making a tackle. One of the hardest things to do in football is tackle guys in the open field. Great job going and getting him on the ground.
From the gun on third down, Joseph. Trying to make magic with his feet. That slides a little early and short, and now it's going to be 4th down.
Yeah, I think you're just seeing the experience this guy has, right? He's so poised that initially he's flushed out of the pocket, nothing's open, and he doesn't panic. He's not throwing it away. He's not sliding early. He just knows where the defense isn't, and he's able to attack that space with his speed and get a positive play.
Catches it at the 30. He's got great speed. He was able to get that ball up to the 48-yard line before he stopped on the return. The Golden Gophers offense gets to come out for its first possession of the game. And here's the guy they want to feed, this senior running back. He has become a key piece of this offense. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions.
And you got to love this guy's speed. And to me, David, that's the one thing that really separates him from most other running backs in college football. There are so many guys at this level that can make you miss, and they can get in the second level, they can run through tackles, catch the ball, block, all that stuff. This guy, though, has home run breakaway speed. If he gets past your second level, he's out.
And you see defenses take angles on him, and he just outruns them. Like, he's just got that extra gear that's different, that scares you. You can tell people are trying to play so fast to try to catch up. So, number one job for this defense, man, try to make him play in the phone booth, right? Like, don't let him get out in space and get matchups like on a linebacker. Not a good matchup from you. You will lose that.
Dropping back, it's Lindsey. He's got him. They'll move the chains. Good execution on third down. They've got it at the 41.
When these wide receivers work the middle of the field, so much of this is feel. Understanding where the holes are in the zone or understanding how to get leverage on a man. And these wide receivers are dangerous nowadays because they do it so fast and see that so quick and make those plays over the middle.
On the option. Surged ahead for a couple there. It'll be 2nd and 8. All this intensity, all this build-up for an axe. What kind of axe do you have at your place, David?
Well, I have the body spray, but no, this rivalry obviously means so much. These programs built so similar to each other. So many tough guys on this football field wanting to come out here and swing that axe.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Quickly out to the tight end. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down. You know, David, this is really what game managing is. Nice pickup on 2nd down to help them on the next play.
Yeah, I think people look at that negative sometimes, finding a quarterback that's a game manager. No, use your brain. Set up good situations. I'm way more successful when I can keep those sticks at a more manageable situation, and I'm not as predictable on a 3rd down.
He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the 1st down. Golden Gophers come to the line trying to convert on 4th down. Has to get there to move the sticks. He's got enough for the 1st down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going.
Man, on 4th and 2, I'm looking at my offensive line. I'm like, you got to give me just a little slither. Great job by the offensive line, blocking up just enough to get the 1st down, running physically downhill. That's all you want on those 4th and 2 situations.
Makes the catch, and he's free. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the 1st down.
This offense has a lot of different ways they can attack you, and you're going to see the entire playbook at work in this game. Throwing it, running it, and getting guys the ball out on the perimeter. Great job.
And the Golden Gophers trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. Trying play action. Flips it out in the flat. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain. This rivalry has a deep and storied history. Plenty of memorable moments. Here are a few of them. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm as we start the 2nd quarter. Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line. Some misdirection with the counter. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4.
Man, that hurts because 2nd down, you got everything in front of you, the whole playbook open. Now you get a lost yardage play. Now it's 3rd down. Now it puts those feet to the fire a little bit more. Now you better come up with something you really love in this area of the field.
A 3rd and goal, and this defense feeling energy from the crowd. Lets it fly. Touchdown, Minnesota! They get on the board first. They can use this first score to sort of set the tone, guys, in this rivalry matchup.
Man, doesn't this feel good to come out, score early, get the crowd involved, get the nerves out of the way, Palmer, when you're playing in a big rivalry game?
Yeah, and I feel like momentum's always a big thing in any game, but in rivalry games, it's that much more important because everybody is going to feed off that first score now.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0. That last drive covered 52 yards on their way to the score. And the score comes on a 12-yard touchdown pass. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Badgers start this drive as the offense looks ready to roll. Going to the running game. Not much there. Picks up a couple to the 22. These old rivals have gone at it for a long time. First meeting way back in 1890. It is the most played rivalry at the highest level of college football.
Yeah, you're right, Reese. And even though this game hasn't always had national championship implications or Heisman Trophy implications necessarily, this game defines what's so great about college football. It's the rivalries, right? You don't have to be necessarily a fan of either of these two schools, but appreciating the history, I think, is what makes this game so unique.
Yeah, and the trophy games are so fun. Just to watch the teams react at the end. And they know, starting this game off, one of them is going to run across the field and get an enormous axe. How flippin' cool is that?
Throwing Joseph. Gets it to him on the screen. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it.
Defenses understand I got to take away my throwing lanes and then react to that running back. What does the QB do? Checks the ball down, thinks his running back can make the play in space. The defense says absolutely not. Breaks on the football, gets him down on the ground, forcing the fourth down.
They boot it away. He'll field the punt and take it back. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. Looking to pass. It's Lindsey. Finds his tight end. He's into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 47.
Well, this tight end, he's got size and he's got some athleticism, and he's very difficult to cover one-on-one. Defense is going to have their hands full with him today.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Running inside. It's Taylor. Maybe some room here. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
What a run, man. I tell you what, it's hard to pop runs. It's hard to get 3, 4, 5, 6 yards a lot of times. But when you got backs like this who can make huge plays with the speed, getting out in the open field, can take it the distance on every play, defenses are scared out of their mind.
They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
What a great play by the linebacker. You talk about filling a hole. Defensive line does their jobs. He comes in the hole and says, sit down, sir.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. We've reached the 2-minute timeout. We've got a tight one, and they'll try to build on the lead before going to the locker room. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Taylor. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Listen to this place. Oh, man, do they love their Badgers. 3rd down coming. Wants to throw. It's Lindsey. Rushes on him. Gets rid of it. Plucks it out of the air. Wisconsin stops the clock, uses its first timeout. And that got under their skin a little bit, having to use the TO after giving up the first down. The Golden Gophers have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. They'll move the wide receiver. They'll run it in the red zone. It's Taylor. Tough to run it this deep in the red zone, and he found nothing at all that time. The Badgers want to talk things over, and they use their 2nd timeout. And now what will they come up with on this 2nd down play? To the air on 2nd down. Flips it out to the back. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. The Badgers now use their 3rd timeout, and they can't stop the clock again. The brain trust getting thoughts together for this big 3rd down coming up. It's 3rd and goal and 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Touchdown, Golden Gophers! Fitted in the window for the score.
And that is how you dunk on somebody. Coach, I'm open, throw me the ball. I'm the wide receiver. He's the defensive back for a reason. Nice play by the wide receiver to get the score.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. They march the ball 51 yards for the score. And they finish things off with an 8-yard toss for the score. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the return man is brought down, but there is a penalty flag on the play, and if I were a betting man, and sometimes I am, I'd say they're going to throw it in reverse. They'll get a little bonus yardage added on with that face mask penalty, adding 15 to the return. Joseph. The sure hands, it's Rigby. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
Wow, they've been waiting for that play, right? They haven't been throwing it a lot. They've been real sluggish. They've got no points on the scoreboard. And now they come up with an explosive play in the passing game to get them in a position to score some points here, hopefully a touchdown, before this first half closes out.
He's going to throw deep right side. Oh, what a grab, pulling it in with one hand. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down.
Excellent focus, excellent concentration. That wasn't a quick throw. That was a shot deep down the field. How about being able to locate it and then the athleticism to reel that in with one hand? That was incredible.
And this is a really important series of plays, a chance to cut into the lead just before halftime. And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line.
I love the awareness by the defense here. Everyone thinking first down, down close to the goal line. The offense is going to run the football, right? But this defense was ready for the chance that the offense might throw it. So defenders playing the pass and getting upfield, getting to the QB. Awesome job.
After getting nothing done on first down, 2nd and goal from the 6. Throwing Joseph. Here's a heat. Oh, and he took a shot as he threw that one away.
That's a heads-up decision by the quarterback there. You want to throw a touchdown, but if it's not there, just throw it away, and now we got 3rd.
Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Joseph from the gun on 3rd down. Lets it go to the end zone. Touchdown, Wisconsin! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
And finally the offense strikes, man. Puts a drive together, gets points right at the end of the first half. Kudos to their defense keeping them in it. Now you got some momentum. Figure some things out at halftime. Right back in this ballgame.
He'll try to tack on one more. And after the extra point, they've cut the lead in half, down 14-7. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they get it into the end zone with a 6-yard touchdown pass. Fielded in the end zone, it's Lowry. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Under a minute to play here in the first half, and the offense will take a knee, and that is how we'll wrap up the first half. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, Paul Bunyan's axe on the line, and already Minnesota and Wisconsin have given us some stirring moments. This offense just continues to find a way to make big plays. No death by 1,000 cuts today. They are consistently gaining chunks of yardage, and it's reflected there on the scoreboard. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how the fight between Minnesota and Wisconsin plays out.
The Badgers will line up to kick off and start the second half. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Golden Gophers will start this drive. The offense looks ready to roll. Coming out on first down with the play fake. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
And both of these defenses, man, they've been so good. They've been physical. They've been great tackling, limiting explosive plays. But it's these type of plays right here, when it's kind of a 50-50, 60-40, where the offense has to make the play, the defense has been consistently winning in this football game.
Back to throw, it's Lindsey. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's throwing the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Lost one deep down the right side. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
And this offense is just, they've struggled to get in a rhythm. And I like they take a shot down the field, but interested to see how they can maybe get some easy completions for this quarterback and get him in a little bit of a rhythm.
And the Golden Gophers will try to pin them back with the punt. Finally sending out a punter in this one. Got to make sure they earn their letter. Hauls it in at the 25. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. Here comes Wisconsin's offense to get this drive underway. So they get the ball back after the defense forces a punt, and I'm sure they tried to make some adjustments at halftime after a little bit of a rocky first half.
You just sense the frustration starting to build, not only on offense, but I think with this running back as well. He is so talented. He's had some massive games throughout his career. Just haven't been able to get him going early in this game. That was a pretty good run there. Let's see if he can turn it on here in the second half.
Wide receiver going in motion. To the ground. He's got it again. There's some room. And the defense finally able to corral him at the 45. That will move the chain.
And the thing you got to watch out for with this running back is he's pretty streaky. When he breaks off a big one, more big runs normally follow soon after, and you're seeing it now on the last two plays. Big-time plays back-to-back, and you know right now he's calling for the ball again.
Handoff from the gun. Finding open areas. And they are finding some space in this defense. He's got it down to the 25.
And how about that for efficiency if you're on this offense right now? 3 plays, 3 first downs. They get that one running the football. Great vision and open field running ability. Everything they're doing right now is working. This play caller is in a rhythm.
They're working that left side. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
Yeah, and tight ends aren't just line up and block guys anymore. These guys are athletes. You line them up all over the field. And nowadays, you even start to feature them more and more in the passing game.
Just barely picked up a yard with that last completion. It's 2nd and 9. Joseph. Here's the pressure. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing.
It's a smart decision by the quarterback, but it's a frustrating one also because you're trailing in this game and you know you've got to hit some of these throws to get back in it. But the defense is doing such a good job in coverage. Nobody's open, so you've got to throw that one away. Smart decision, but it's a tough decision to make.
From the gun on third down, Joseph. Outside the pocket, lets it go. Working on the right. He gets it all the way down to the 5-yard line, and that's where they'll have it 1st and goal.
That is a play the offense absolutely had to have. They're trailing, right? This is a big third down, but what a great job by the QB and his target being on the same page, hooking up for that big-time play. Now they're in the red zone, and all of a sudden they got a chance to score a touchdown here and make this thing interesting.
A 1st down run on the doorstep. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2.
And I'm good with it. I like what the offense is doing. Be physical. I don't need to get pass happy down here on 1st and goal. Nice job believing in my running game, and maybe I stick to it for another play or two.
They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. Keeps it on the option. Touchdown, Badgers! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Well, this guy's dynamic, and he can hurt you in a variety of ways in the option game, and he had a chance that time to pitch it out wide if he wanted to, but he kept it himself. He shows you the reels, takes it in for the score.
Setting up for the extra point and the tie. And after that extra point, we have a tie ball game in the 3rd quarter. They put together a 74-yard touchdown drive and finished the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. On the run from inside his own 5. Tackled and brought down at the 23-yard line, so not a whole lot of room on that return. Looking to throw, it's Lindsey. Catch in the middle, it's Smith. Nice move to keep running. He's loose. The 40. He's at the 30. Past the 10. Touchdown, Minnesota! That one will give them the lead. That was a lightning-fast drive that ends with a touchdown.
If you can string a few more drives like that together, man, we might as well get our popcorn out because we're going to get a lot of scoring.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, the score is now 21-14. That drive not too taxing on the playbook. One play, put it in the end zone just like that. And he takes this from inside the 5. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Throwing Joseph. Fires to the big fella. And an absolutely fearless tackle. Giving up size, still got him on the turf.
Nice quick throw there. It's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you could tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on game day.
Gonna let it fly. Reels it in down the left side. Just what they needed. Huge explosive play as he takes it to the 33.
Quarterback had the matchup he wanted there. He had his guy on a post throw. He knew it was going to be covered, but if you just put it somewhere near his body, let the wingspan go to work, snatch the ball, get a big first down for the offense, you love seeing that from your QB and receiver.
Well, look what's happening now. Old Uncle Mo has hit the transfer portal and is changing sidelines. Joseph. Catch in the middle. It's Rigby. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
On the ground, it's Dupree. There's a crease. They get him on the ground, but not before he rumbles all the way to the 5. That's going to do it for the quarter, and Minnesota has the lead here. They're sitting in a strong position here with the lead. Let's take a look at our game summary. Here comes the fourth. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. Throwing Joseph. And that defensive penetration gave him no chance, and he is ridden out of bounds.
Brings up second and goal.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Pulls it on the option. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer.
This is the most important part of the field. What you did to get down here means nothing. Nice job by this defense, staying confident, staying aggressive, and forcing a third down and goal.
A touchdown here on 3rd and goal really ratchets up the game pressure. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. He is stopped short. That's the man they wanted to have the ball, but it'll be 4th down.
And this defense has got to be jacked up, man. They finally forced the 4th down, right? They've gotten a couple of first downs, got some things going, but I think it's decision time for this offense. And this D's got to do it one more time, right? They've got to get another play, a big 4th down stop here to get some of that momentum and get the football back.
And he surges across the line. Touchdown, Wisconsin! The Badgers strike right back.
We've seen this guy do it time and time again throughout his college football career. On critical down and distances, he shows up for his offense. He did right there on 4th and goal.
The extra point here would tie the game. And no problem on that extra point, and we have a tie ball game here in the 4th. So an 82-yard drive there, and finish the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. On the move from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Minnesota's offense takes the field to get this drive underway. Tie game, 4th quarter, plenty of time, turning it on! Got to be smart, patient, great vision, uses all of that to get to the 29.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you could turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
The Golden Gophers can really attack on this 2nd and short. They'll run the counter. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Listen to this place. Oh, man, do they love their Badgers. 3rd down coming. Caught behind the line. It's Smith. He'll get a fresh set of downs, stopped at the 31-yard line. This dude is putting in work out of the slot, and he is just wearing out this defense.
Man, you see it, Reese, in football. These slot guys are so quick, so athletic. You back them up off the football so you can't get hands on them, and you just find ways to continue to get him the football. He's making plays. So
maybe a crease. He'll be forced out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 44-yard line, and this offense has it going.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on 1st down. And you want to create 2nd and short, 3rd and short, or just get first downs like that run right there.
And the Golden Gophers are moving quickly down the field. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. He uncorks one deep. Hits him inside the 20, still going. Oh, he thought for sure he was going to be able to house that one, but a huge pickup all the way down to the 12.
And, man, if you want to make big plays down the field, that's how it's done. It starts up front with the offensive line, and he had so much time to go through his progressions and then go through it again, man. So much time in the pocket. He delivers the big play down the field. Kudos to that offensive line right there.
The Golden Gophers come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. They'll run it. It's Taylor. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. The clock has stopped for the timeout, and we have reached the final 2 minutes in this one.
That back had nowhere to go. The defensive line ate up the blocks, but how about the linebackers swarming in, coming in and making a great play on the ball carrier?
Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Back to the ground with the running back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Well, they're trying to go toss on this play, but defense just wins at the point of attack. They're able to defeat the blocks and get the ball carrier down behind the line of scrimmage.
Enormous play coming right here. 3rd down, and this crowd is bringing down the house. Unloads quickly. And how about that alertness and that swarming D to keep him from getting the 1st down? Wisconsin stops the clock, uses its 1st timeout. Gives him a little time to dig deep in the play sheet and figure out what to do on 4th down. And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot.
Well, the offense and special teams did their job right here late in the 4th quarter. They put themselves now in position to win this game. It all comes down to the defense. Can they deliver? If they get the stop, they win this game.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Joseph. The throw. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the 1st down. Good, solid pickup on that play.
What a great job by the quarterback working through his progressions here. In a 2-minute situation, he doesn't force it down the field if it's not open. Check it down to your back, let him go to work, and he comes up with a huge play.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss.
And you just got to know the situation of the game, obviously. After that incompletion now setting up 3rd down, you still got timeouts. You can attack the middle of the field. It's all out there for you. There's no need to panic. Because of those timeouts, you still have an eternity to get back in this game.
They'll try to pick it up on the ground. They'll pick up the 1st down as he gets it out to the 27-yard line.
Yeah, nice job dialing up that short yardage situation play call there, David. They needed 1 yard, they picked up 2.
Yeah, great job up front. Great job by the back knowing where they need to go. Nice having a hole you can get through and not have to just do it all on your own as a running back.
Throwing Joseph. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down.
Well, the windows right now to throw into are getting smaller and smaller. How about the defender that time breaking on the ball? It was the hit that caused the incompletion.
No time to waste here. They've got to get set and pick up chunk yardage. Back to pass. Right on target this time. The Badgers want to talk things over, and they use their 2nd timeout. And they'll still have 1 timeout left at their disposal. They've got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. To the air on 1st down. Quickly to the tight end. Timeout called by the offense. 29 seconds left on the clock.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
Bringing the heat. Pressure's there, and he gets rid of it.
That's a big stop for this defense, and more importantly now, it puts them in a huge position. I want to use that clock as my friend. I got to take away the sidelines. I can't give up a big play and let them get a sideline and then sneak that field goal unit on. Got to make sure I understand where that yard is to get to where they want to kick the field goal.
Again, it's Joseph. Makes the catch. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. And so in this old-school, heated Big Ten rivalry, Paul Bunyan's Axe will be headed to Minnesota as the Gophers outlast the Badgers. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis saying goodbye, everybody.